Well, this is both hilarious and disgusting. On Friday, President Trump signed an executive order to establish a White House faith office in an effort to empower faith-based entities. Gross. But it gets worse. Who's in charge of this new faith office at the White House? Well, Reverend Paula White, who has served as a religious advisor for him, Trump, for years. In the order, Trump directed the office to identify ways to reduce burdens on the free exercise of religion and direct all federal agencies to designate a faith liaison within 90 days. The office inside the White House, would coordinate with Attorney General Pam Bondi, who Trump earlier this week said would be named the head of a task force to eradicate anti-Christian bias. Now, if you are an ultra-conservative MAGA Christian, this is great news because they're all professional victims and for some reason think that they can't practice their Christian faith in this country. However, some of the less diehard MAGA Christians are a little upset at Reverend Paula being named the head of this office. Let's read about her, shall we? And what might be the nature of their discontent, you ask? Well, she is a twice-divorced televangelist, and she's a controversial figure who preaches the prosperity gospel, the belief that God will bless believers with material wealth, which is seen as heretical to some Christians. Ah, yes, for all who believes in me, thou shalt receive thine Lamborghini. Also, she has encouraged her worshippers to donate to her ministries, having previously suggested followers donate their first month's salary, in line with the first fruit principle that all firsts belong to God. So why do you get them, lady? But it's not just her beliefs that some Christians have a problem with. It's her, how would I want to say, lack of Christian morals? Let's see. She and her second husband, Pastor Randy White, founded the Florida megachurch Without Walls International, which, along with 5 other million-dollar televangelist ministries, was the focus of a U.S. Senate inquiry in 2007. Oh no. The report found that the couple had used tax-exempt ministry money to pay for a private jet, salaries to family members, and nearly $900,000 for a waterfront mansion. And then the couple divorced in 2007, where Miss White-Cain later denied allegations that she had had an affair with televangelist Benny Hinn. Yeah, doesn't sound like the most upstanding Christian. She also practices the humility known to true believers of the Christian faith by saying, "Wherever I go, God rules," adding, "Whenever I walk on the White House grounds, God walks on the White House grounds." Yuck. Now, I have expressed my discontent with anything religious-based being anywhere near the government, let alone an office in the White House. My disgust would be just as equal and just as loud if it was a Muslim office, or a Buddhist office, or a Jewish office. There should not be any religious entity in the White House whatsoever. Now, it's hilarious to me because Trump is not a Christian. He's just not. He's an adulterer. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's a coveting of thy neighbor's wife. He's made himself to be a false idol. All the things that actual Christians find to be abhorrent, really. But then again, I guess neither is Reverend Paula. She's not really a Christian either. So I guess there's a saying that comes to mind, birds of a feather steal money from their followers together.